Welcome to the Gold Kitchen! For today's episode, we're bringing you a little segment we like to call Vintage Chef. We're making a recipe from 1967, and it's a recipe for some fudge. Now you'd think fudge is pretty, pretty standard stuff. What's interesting about fudge in a vintage recipe? They probably made it the same, right? Well, no, you're wrong.
The chocolate is interesting.
You're wrong. You know what they made fudge out of in the 60s? Beef. That's right.
What?
This is beef fudge. Motherfuckers.
What?
We're gonna make some fudge with some beef.
What kind of beef?
Put my beef in that fudge.
No.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
All right, so here's a recipe. It uses apparently a craft recipe from way back, and all they really do is add some beef to it for some reason.
What?
Yeah.
What kind of beef?
Pot roast.
Pot roast?
Or beef roast.
Like some
roast beef, that's the word I'm looking for. They had roast beef. So I assume this was like if you have leftover roast beef and you didn't want to like not waste it or something, but like who's like, oh geez, I don't want to waste food, let's make some fudge? That doesn't make sense to me. I don't know where this came from or why you would want to do it, but here we are, that's what we're here for. So, okay, here are all the ingredients. Basically, you're using sugar, evaporated milk, you got your whip, your marshmallow whip, butter, vanilla, chocolate chips. It's got all the usual suspects. The only weird thing is the beef. What we start doing here is we add our evaporated milk. We're having the recipe, so we got 6 ounces of evaporated milk. To that, we're going to use 1 whole stick of butter, because apparently Paula Deen made this recipe back in the day.
How is the beef cut? Are these like deli cuts of roast beef?
Sure.
Okay.
There's your butter, and inside of that, holy fuck, 2 cups of sugar.
Fudge is pretty sugary.
It's just sugar. Just sugar. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get this heated up. We're going to go for medium-high for right now, but basically we got to get to this to a boil, and then we boil it for 5 minutes. That's their key to this easy fudge recipe. We don't have to worry about candy thermometer and all that silly business. We got our boil going on now. As you can see, nice little boil. You don't want it too crazy. After it was on medium-high to get to a boil, we turn it down to medium basically. And then we're going to have this going for about 5 minutes, stirring constantly. That's the most important part. We got our 5-minute boil done, and what you do next is take that shit off the heat. Boom! Ooh, look at that. It looks like it could be good right now.
Just spooning that in your mouth?
Yeah, let's find out.
Oh, no! You would totally burn everything from your jaw down.
Yeah, okay, so what you do here is you add your marshmallow fluff, or whip, depending on your region and what they call it. I know there's a slight difference between them, blah, blah, blah. The recipe would have called for 8 ounces. We only got 7. They sell these in 7 ounces, and I'm not going to get another fucking one of these things just for a single ounce. Fucking assholes. That's how they get you!
Yeah.
Yep. We use every part of the marshmallow here. And we add a chocolate.
Ooh. Oh yeah, get in there.
Remember, Loafy, brown food tastes good.
It does! And Burrell says brown food tastes good. What do you know?
Just a teaspoon.
To seal our fate.
Just a little dash there. It's like normal fudge, and then it's like, I got some leftover beef. I guess I'll throw that in there too.
No! Have them separately!
Oh,
eat the fudge and the beef! No! Is that what it's like? Just ground beef?
It's just ground roast beef.
Those could have been walnuts. Those could have been like anything else.
Yeah, actually, this recipe called for walnuts, and we omitted them because one of us is a weakling.
Oh. I forgot about our genetic deficiencies.
Okay. I guess this is as good as we need to beat it together. I don't really know. I don't know what they want out of that.
We'd have to exhume the dead to really know.
You need a good pan for your fudge. Yeah, grease it up all nice.
Yeah. Good lube in action.
See people, like, they, you know, it's like, hey, a well-greased pan, and they're like, done. No! Here we go.
Whee!
Make sure to get every last bit. You definitely don't want to waste your beef fudge.
All parts of the buffalo.
The way you really want to finish it off with is a little bit of crumble on top.
Oh,
so
man.
yeah, it reminds you of what you're eating.
Oh, great. Oh, what kind of roast beef did you guys get?
We're going to go ahead and throw this in the fridge for, I don't know, around an hour or so. Maybe a little bit longer. And then we're going to try out some delicious beef fudge. It's going to be good. So, I guess maybe it could have sat for a little bit longer.
That does not. That's not even a brownie, baby. What is that? Come on.
Maybe I didn't beat it enough.
Oh, no.
It's a little soft and goopy, but hey, fuck you.
That's supposed to be fudge, my brother. How?
Hey, brown foods taste good.
They do. Aunt Burrell said so. What do you know?
Okay, here we go.
Oh, my
I
God.
don't want to eat it.
This is your bed. You made it. Now sleep in it.
A lot of texture.
Uh-huh.
So the fudge itself is fine. Even with a little bit of chewy meat texture inside of there.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. The problem is like when you run out of fudge and all you end up with is like the meat that you're chewing on, and then you can actually taste the meat. Because, you know, I don't know, man. Like, it's okay. Like, it's fine. The flavor is fine. You make perfectly decent fudge that way. Without the meat. The meat is just like, it's just an extra thing in there that, like, it's kind of not supposed to be in there. And you know that.
It probably makes you want roast beef with a side of fudge. That's what I've been saying the whole fucking time. There's no way you'd just combine these together to try to make something else. It's going in the wrong direction.
I don't understand why. Here's the thing. It's like, why? What is the purpose behind doing this? If you're just trying to use, like, leftover roast beef or something, you could do a million things with that. Adding it to fudge shouldn't be at the top of your list.
No, it should be at the very bottom. Where it goes through the ground and down into hell. That is not right.
It doesn't make the fudge inedible. It just makes you go like, why the fuck did I put that in the fudge? This would be perfectly fine fudge without it. Now I just have weird chewy fudge.
Can I say, if there's a Venn diagram of chocolate and all other foods, like, a lot of them go together, you know? You could come up with, like, almost a dozen different things in your fridge that are already better for this task than fucking roast beef. You can even go down other meat routes, like bacon, because that's going to have some saltiness, right?
Yeah.
You know, like a pretzel or something that you put in there, because it's the saltiness that you're after, not the stringy meat texture in your goddamn desserts. No. It looks like refried bean dip.
It does.
That's what it looks like. First bites with the icing.
Hey, if this was refried beans, then I could understand the beef. That point it made sense. Maybe that's where this came from. Grandma was a little senile, trying to make a dip, ended up putting beef in the fudge.
Except then it had cheese and olives and onions and shit on top.
We could make a 7-layer out of this
Yeah,
thing.
alright, here we go. the extra texture that's in here from the roast beef, it might as well be coming from like stuffing from your couch or something. Because it's nothing but chocolate right till the end, until you're chewing on something that's like, well, that's kind of chocolatey, but it's still very chewy. And then you swallow it, and it tastes like Easter. That's kind of all I got here. It's so chocolatey. But the roast beef is really like, I can't even say it's an afterthought. It's just a bad thought. My mind boggles as to how it's like, I got leftover roast beef, and then it's like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do like a stroganoff or like any of that. I'm gonna go to fucking Fudge? No. That's an express train to madness. So thank you for joining us for Vintage Chef. On this episode, we put stuff in chocolate that really, really didn't belong there. Come on by next time and see what else we put in places it doesn't belong because Grandma said so. Remember to check out all of our social media down and below. Remember to comment, like, share, subscribe. Check me out over on twitch.tv/Loafy Molasses. And we will see you guys next time for some more meaty desserts. Hooray! Hopefully not.